we going? We're going? We're going? Oh, I know. I got the new shirt on. You can't even see the new shirt. There Sonic and Knuckles. Man, I was so excited. This bullshit's in front of it. What up? It's Tuesday, boys. It's time for picks. We got Chad in the house. We got Chris over here mixing up Bloody Marys and stuff. I'm making my tequila. Hola. We're here. Doing big things. Timely today. Timely. We had a good flow into it. There was no chaos. No technical difficulties yet. Sure. The computer is plugged in. That was a fail in weeks past. You know, I feel like it's week 12. We're really finding our stride now. Mm-hmm. Just in time. Chad, welcome.
Hey, thanks for having me, boys.
Sorry.
Hey, I appreciate you guys having me.
I appreciate you showing up. I pulled up and I was like, wait a second, I know that vehicle. I know that car.
Chris gave me the invite. Well, you kind of threw it out there. Not necessarily an invite. I know I don't need an invite.
No.
But you definitely put in my ear that rivalry week, maybe I should do it.
Yeah, it's a great call. Yeah,
from a production standpoint.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously we did a Mission State, and we do this all the time. But
that's right.
We're glad to have you.
Thank you.
I got to know Chad was coming. I didn't know this was happening. I opened the door to go out and get Quattro from the bus, and this dude's walking up my driveway like he's walking out of the field with this helmet on his head, like marching up the driveway. I was like, oh, shit, here we go.
He got nervous.
All right, so we're going to get right to it. So, Chad, you'll see how it goes. You'll see how it flows. Feel free to jump in on anybody's picks if you want to do a set of This is your time to talk shit. You just can't do your own. And we go in alphabetical order every week, as you know. So we're going to start out with you, Uncle Chad.
All right.
Chris, which one would you like?
Up to number one. Go ahead and start us off, and I'll finish it.
Tab out. Uncle Chad, he goes strong on Saturday. Michigan, minus 11. Rocking chair, as it would turn out. Rocking chair win.
Yeah.
Notre Dame, minus 16.5. I fell asleep in the first quarter of that one. Woke up at about 2 a.m. to find out that was a rocking chair win.
Yes, it was.
And then you took the Bucks, minus 11. Rocking chair win.
Yeah.
How was your Saturday?
My Saturday was great. Besides, the little difficulty that we want to just throw out there. If you want to throw it out there now,
I'll wait. We'll
talk about that.
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
But it's all good. But
we have things to talk about, things to discuss.
But as far as those selections, easy as Jesus Christ! 3 rocking chairs, that hasn't happened all season for anybody. I don't think 3 rocking
not in
chairs.
The college game.
You might have had some shit recently, but
I've had some good stuff.
3-0 on the college.
I did 3-0 last
for
week,
Chad,
but they were all underdogs. I was sweating them. There was nothing.
Right.
Nothing easy.
I don't want to try to scroll. I was going to do a quick look and see if you've gone 3-0 in the college game this week. This year.
I'm not for sure. I know I have a few 2-1s, but I don't think 3 is old.
I hope for 2-1.
Amen, brother.
All the time.
All right, so 3-0 in the college game. On to the NFL. Chris, give it to him.
Yep, he had our Lions, another popular pick, and damn well should be because they just keep fucking winning.
Yes.
Lions minus 7.5. That's a win. He had the Commodes minus 10. Who were they playing?
They were playing the Cowgirls.
That's right.
Oh,
that's right.
The Cowgirls.
You were over here for that too.
I was.
That was a back and forth.
That
game.
was that was locked
end.
Up early, dude. That was like, he started leaning back, reclining in the couch, and then he's watching. He's leaning forward.
No.
But had them minus the 10, so that's going to be a loss. And then he had the Minnesota Vikings. I can't remember my picks. Minus the 3. That gives him a tie. 1, 1, and 1 in his NFL picks. Way to just keep it just.
And the Minnesota game was another one that looked like it was in hand early. And
I thought I had that one too. I was possibly
from
looking at 5-1 at one point, and you see what happens.
Yep.
Yeah. Once the Lions game ended, that kicked on my TV, and I got to watch the last of the fourth and into the overtime. And I was rooting for Chicago. I was hoping Chicago. I was like, just fucking Vikings.
I was the biggest Caleb Williams fan ever.
I know.
But you do a little bet then.
I did. Yep. All right, so that's 1-1-1 in the NFL. That gives him
4 wins for the week. That takes him from the 12 points for last week on the race to 25 up to 16. What's that going to be? 9 away. Still need 2 weeks there.
Yep.
Overall record is going to be 40, 29, and 3 with an asterisk on the 40. I wonder why that made its way on there.
Huh.
So here we go. I'm just going to do this. My
Throw an
man,
asterisk out
my
there.
man had a technical error. He drafted up his picks. He came over here before kickoff on
Luckily.
Saturday. I think we would have got to the same result no matter the circumstance. But he did come over here pre-kick 11:45, and he rattled off his 3 picks as we sat down at kickoff. I'm here, here, and here. Exactly what these are. He comes over today, shows me where he sent the email, and it's still a draft. He actually never got to send it. So I'm going to make an executive call. Chris and I, we talked about it. I think everybody thinks this is on the up and up.
He did, yeah. He even
plus I
mentioned
have
to
a
me
screenshot.
when I came
Yeah.
over, because I mentioned that your Ohio State Buckeyes got me a win. He's like, yeah, I had them too, and I had Michigan. And you mentioned your picks even to me.
Yeah.
And just to show you that Buckeyes are good sports, like if you guys want to, put in your opinions and take another tally and say maybe they shouldn't count, hey,
I don't think anybody on here would disagree
I'm
with
just
what we
saying,
did.
yeah. That's the way us Buckeyes are.
But I did want to make sure it's out there. It's nothing's behind the curtain. That's what's going on. We did all the conversating was only on the text thread with the whole group. There was nothing private, and that's the scenario. But I think we're good giving him the 3 wins, 100%.
Well, you and I did make fun of Chad a little bit in private.
Yeah, he is.
Over the headset on Call of Duty earlier.
I did say something like he's our only AARP member and a
Yeah.
boomer.
Yeah.
So we got to allow him one
Cool.
technical difficulty
Mhm.
pass. For
Especially if I'm
season.
allowing you to put me behind this black background. Seriously. I mean, let's talk about that.
Put the hood on.
Oh, that made it worse. That made it worse.
That made it worse. The lights aren't shining on him anymore. Come on.
All right, so Chad, a very respectable 40, 29, and 3. It's going to give him 41.5 points on the season. Very good record at this point, I think, in any year. Moving on to Chris. You want to do his college games?
Chris?
Yeah, you just read them up here.
All right, I got it.
Chat about them if you want to.
Week 12. Oh, you had Bama minus 13.
Fucking Oklahoma, man. It was Oklahoma.
Minus 13 and
Was
a
that
half.
the biggest upset of the weekend?
I
Oh, yeah.
I think
it
it
has
was.
to be. It has to be. Bama
Yeah,
does
Bama-
not.
What Bama get? 3 or 6? I think it was 3.
I didn't see anything.
Yeah, it was Oklahoma like 20-something to 3.
Yeah, it was. I know it was a
Bama
big
didn't even
spread.
score.
Bama didn't look like themselves.
No, not at all. But, and I said it last week, go for underdogs, and I take a 13.5
That's what I was going to say. The
favorite.
past 2 weeks, you've been on the
Idiot.
other side of games like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Milrose, what do you throw like 3 interceptions or something like that?
Yeah.
Anyway, Saban's not there, so a little different.
Turns out he's pretty good.
You had OSU, the OSU minus 11. We all know that's a win. That's a win there. ASU, Arizona State.
Sun Devils.
The Sun Devils.
Win outright.
Yeah,
Started
went outright.
And then their coach had a little bit of something to
had a
talk
little
about
something to say.
afterwards.
BYU frauds.
That
was
saucy.
The BYU
I like
Soakers.
I heard him say something like, "We're building something down here. All these kids, they get to come to 4 primetime games. Like, how
Yeah.
fun is that? If you want to have fun like we're having, come to ASU."
Yeah.
I mean,
Throw it out there.
that would be a
Yeah.
destination for me.
Yeah.
As a
Oh,
recruit.
transfer
I don't know
portal
if you
news?
saw the cheerleading team.
That's funny.
Yeah, they went out.
All right, so
All
that's going to be a 2-1 for the
2-1.
college game for LB.
Like I
Uncle
say, I
Chris.
just hope for 2-1 every time. I'm a humble man.
Humble man. Going into the NFL, he takes the Lions. We should just make 4 picks in the NFL if the Lions are going to be this amazing. That's going to be a dub. He likes the Philadelphia Eagles minus 3. That was a rocking chair. And Green Bay 2.5. We all got the sharps on the thread here. We're in front of that number big time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once
Brock Purdy
Brock
was
Purdy
ruled
was out.
Yeah, there was 2 free
And,
squares this
Bosa.
week. 2
Purdy
free
and
squares.
Bosa out.
Yeah. 2 free squares in the NFL this
Yeah.
week.
That
Chris
number
takes
jumped to
advantage
5,
of
6.5.
2 of them.
Yeah.
So he goes 3-0 in the NFL,
Good
5-1 on the week in back-to-back weeks. My man
That's
runs off
impressive. That's
10-2.
10-2. I need both hands
That's
for that.
impressive.
That is damn impressive. He is now.
If I can't win the whole thing, I at least got to get one of these races to 25.
You're in the lead, my friend, with 19 points. 14 last week with the 5 from this week, and a 19 in the race to 25.
So what you're saying is a 6-0.
I'll be a
6-0.
spoiler right now and tell you he is the only one that can go 6-0 this week and get 25. The leader on the race to 25 is on the panel. More importantly, his record now is a very respectable 39-31-2. I remember talking about my man getting
I
back
feel
to
like
500.
we had a lot of 500 talks when it came to my
You
record.
blew by
so,
it, bro.
Yeah.
You were 500 for 1 week and just blew
Starting to
by
get
it.
right.
On our heels.
Yep, 40 points for Chris in the season. I'm not sure where that ranks. I know he's in the top 2 or 3,
Two or three, it has to
if
be.
not closer. So
Uh-huh.
great job. Way to battle. Moving on to the Money Mayor Man. Chris, you want back in?
Yeah,
What's up, Danny?
sure. I feel like I need to talk. Anyways, he took what do we got? Indiana.
Indiana.
Sorry, I don't got the contacts in, and I don't have my notes like I usually do.
It's all good.
Indiana getting the 11.
Just wish you would take this a little more seriously. Try to be professional around here.
Well, you
Yeah.
gave me a gummy, and this is what happens. That's going to be a loss.
I think Danny P was looking up for the rivalry week. I think he wanted just to kind of stick it to the Buckeyes and say, you know,
Put that 11.
put that 11. I think he was just saying, you know what, they're not so.
I'm
Look,
trying to
look,
remember.
guys.
I've been kind of piecemealing this
Trying to
together
will
so
them
I
into
didn't
playing
have to
like
do a bunch of work today. I don't know that anybody else jumped on 11.
Yeah,
I can't remember. We're going to find out together, but
I
I
don't
think he
know.
might have been the only one.
I don't. Yeah, I
Rosie
think he
might
was.
have done
I
it.
think he was. Then you had Army getting the 16.5. That's not gonna do it.
No, I rode there too, I think.
Yeah, I thought somebody else had the Army, and that's a loss. And then UCF, West Virginia, under the 64, gets them a win to save face in the college to go 1-2. Do better, Danny.
It's a gutsy
No,
pick.
actually don't, because I need to catch you. Keep that up.
You want the pro
actually,
game?
Now that I think
Sure,
about
I'll
it.
take his pros.
Hit him up.
Okay, Danny. Looks like you took everybody, like everybody else. I think the Lions. Whoa, no! Look at that. He picked over 51 points. Unfortunately, it was not.
Tried to get
the
cute
week
with it.
prior.
Yeah.
You tried to get cute with it.
We
I
did
think he
not.
might have felt like I felt, and I was trying to tell you.
Yeah,
I
you were having a
felt
hard
some
time.
type of way about this game. I thought just Richardson would come out, play really good. He finished
Yeah.
last week really strong. We're a little banged up. I don't know. I just felt like they might cover the spread, I
Right.
guess I would say.
Yeah,
Danny
But-
had to feel the same way and thought the Lions might score 51 them damn self.
right.
That number we were talking about weeks ago, what was it? Lions were 40 and 15 against. They're like 44 and 15 against the spread now in the
It's
last,
just absurd.
It's crazy.
almost 70 fucking games.
All right, so that's a loss. Over 51 points is a loss. He then took Tampa Bay -5. I was gonna pick that. I think that's a smart pick, and that is a win.
I was looking at that game myself.
Me too. He also picked Green Bay -2.5, and that
Easy win.
also was a win. Who did they? Oh, they played the 49ers.
Yeah, Niners. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, Niners.
Yes.
Banged up Niners team. Watch when they're all good to go. That's when we're gonna put Brady's gonna be back. Everybody's gonna be back.
It's all right. So
Then there will be no excuses when we're
we-
looking.
Oh, that's going to be. They might black that one out nationwide.
No.
It might be a pay-per-view on
They're
that one.
definitely gonna hide the women and children.
That one's going to get out of hand.
Just don't put it on Netflix. Holy shit.
You're gonna need a bigger stadium for our fans.
Buffering the entire game's gonna be buffering like that Tyson fight.
All right, so we got 1-2 in the college game, 2-1 in the pro game. That's 3 wins on the week. Last week he had 15 wins. That moves him up to 18 on the race to 25. Another very respectable record, 41, 30-1 to give him 41.5 points. Danny P, he's all over it. He's, I think, second, or he's for sure second place in the race to 25 right now, maybe tied to somebody, and he's got to be top 1, 2, 3 with that type of a point total.
Heck yeah.
Great job, Danny P. Moving on to
That's what I'm looking for. The one thing I don't know, which I typically have written down, is the standings. Because after we go through this, we need to double check the standings, and I have them written down too.
I
don't even know.
I
them
did
yet. We're gonna
transfer
find out
them.
together.
I did transfer them, and I do remember only looking at the race to 25. So it's kind of a refresh for me also.
All right.
Jason Rose, here we go. I'll do the NCAA picks. UMass 42 was a win. I love that pick. I told him when he was over, I wish I would have had the stones to do it. That was good the whole day. Arizona State minus the 3.5. I think they're actually getting 3.5. Either way, we got you a win for that. Penn State minus 11. That was a loss. That was a close game all the way through. The other side was the right side from kickoff. 2-1 in the college game. First week, I think Rosie did not go with Indiana or Cincinnati. He's off that train officially. Welcome back to the pack.
I was wondering if he was going to pick Indiana.
I want to know, but if we go back and look, and at one of these days, when maybe over this break, I might get into our picks, kind of numbers and who's favoring what, or I don't know, kind of throw some of that out there for everybody.
Yeah.
I will put it in the email. I forgot to, but if anybody wants it, let me know. I'll email you the file.
We did do a lot more stats, like keeping track of some things last year and all that. But that's like I had those big sheets, and I would just sit there at home with them and just like be able to tinker with them. Yeah. But yeah, we'll go through and put some stuff together.
Yeah, and I'll send it to you so you guys can all look at it.
A lot of times, because then we see, you look over even overall records, like how they are in the college or how they are in the pro, and compare the two. And because last year, I forget which one it was. I forget which one Mike was.
What? Hey, real quick, stop what you're doing and go back upstairs, please. All right, so that's going to be 2-1 in the college game for Rosie. The pro game, I'll send it across the table and kick the kids out of the basement.
Well, we could just go ahead and wipe away the first pick because it's the very common pick. The Lions minus the 7.5. Worm, get on the spread. Sorry, I had to bring it back up.
Yeah.
Rosie takes them minus the 7.5. That's a win. Denver minus the 5. Who Denver play?
The Raiders.
The Raiders. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Denver minus the 5. That was a win because I feel like I was looking at that game myself. I don't remember which side I was on it, but
I wasn't looking at that.
Bo Nix, keep it
and then the Rams getting 3, not enough for the Rams. They were handled pretty. It looked good in the beginning because I was I had them in a parlay after Montgomery went down and I needed 13 more yards when he blew up the other one. I was hoping on that Philly and Rams parlay that I had, and Stafford couldn't deliver.
No dice. Hey, real quick.
Sorry about that.
That's all right. It's okay. 2-1 for Rosie in the pro.
How funny is it? You guys, I think both of you know how much I hated Bo Nix.
Yeah.
His whole college career. He might be the only one of this quarterback class that actually pans out.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I like Bo Nix.
That's crazy. I had no faith.
I like Bo Nix.
And not in college.
Me neither. He was easy to bet
Definitely not in
against.
pro.
At the end of his college career, he started covering some numbers and doing some things, and he got tipped by cap.
Yeah.
It's so hard to tell.
All right, Rosie. So that's 2-1 in the college, 2-1 in the pro, 4 wins on the week. Great job on that. 4-2 on the week. 4 wins added to your 12 points from last week gives you 16 on the race to 25. I think that's where I'm at. We're firmly in the middle, not going to make it unless something extraordinary happens. Overall record 40-30-2 for a total of 41 points. You're right there with Danny. Nice job.
Mm-hmm.
Sasquatch, week 12. Anybody?
All right, sure. I'll take it.
You all right?
Yeah. Old Michigan State University. Minus the 13, that's a loss. If you would have contacted me, one of the 2 Michigan State fans in this picks group, I would have steered you off that cliff, buddy. I would have talked you down because no, I wasn't falling for that. I love my team. I love my team, but I ain't falling for that. Minus 13. They won by 7. I figured they would win, but not by that much.
I wanted them to lose.
Sorry. Yeah, so that's a loss. And then you went with the University of Michigan, shocker there. Jumping on the over, though.
So smart. What a great pick that was.
38.5. Yeah,
This next one, too, sharp as hell.
Yeah, UMass and Georgia, the over on that. I think Georgia hit, 60-some by themselves. That's a
I don't
win.
remember, but I think the final score was like 50-30 something, or
that what it was?
40-30. That was
crazy.
I thought they almost
lots
hit
of points, I believe.
UMass and Georgia over the 55.5. Easy win there. 2-1 in the college. How do you do in the pro, boys?
Well, if you look at it here, he did the common thing of course, taking the Lions minus 7.5.
Chalk it up.
Easy win.
Just
Easy
chalk it
win.
up.
That's
Today's
a
episode
win.
brought to you by Cabo Wabo Tequila. by the
Oh,
way.
we just got banned.
Oh, damn. Stream's getting taken down now.
If you don't want to go
Um,
0 for 6, just pick the line.
No,
Yeah,
it blows
for
up.
real.
Hey,
Pick the line.
Also, Chad brought some Table Talk beers we're going to have to get into.
Table
Czech,
Talk.
yeah.
Czech
If anyone,
Republic, Dark Lager.
I was looking for beer to
Oh, yeah, I
celebrate
do wanna
this
try that.
special occasion of me, being allowed to enter this conversation with our boys in the picks.
Yeah.
So I showed some respect, and I also found a Arbor beer.
That was nice. I mean, I don't want to say any names, but other guests that we have had, I don't remember them bringing us
Yeah, he brought
gifts.
Fireball
there's
shot?
Fireball.
Oh,
There
he
was
brought Fireball.
I- I-
Danny,
Fireball.
I remember you bought
Yeah.
Fireball. I was gonna get Fireball too. I said Danny bought Fireball. Maybe that's the thing to do,
Danny
but
P,
I didn't.
I'm sorry. I
How
let
about
you
this?
down there. I let you down there.
We
I did
still
forget
may
about
do
the
a
Fireball
shot, though.
shots.
We still may do.
Oh yeah,
we still may
oh
do a
yeah,
shot.
that's right. We were gonna do it. There's.
All right, let's get through these picks.
Yeah,
Yeah, we got to get to these
Well,
picks.
get through the picks.
I know you guys
we
keep
had-
interrupting me.
We
You
had
know?
an hour with Danny. It went an hour with Danny P. When we bring a special guest on, they take the time to come out. We take the time to talk to them.
Thank you.
Talk about whatever you
Thanks.
want.
I appreciate it, buddy. All right, 49ers. First Green Bay.
Say whatever you want. You guys got me high. It's your fault.
Took the
Your
over.
fault.
You took the over 38.5 points. That's another win for you. And Minnesota, I was there with you. We struggled that last quarter and overtime. I mean, it went to a win, to a tie, to a loss, back to maybe a win, back to a tie.
Do they maybe have a problem at quarterback?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. They got a problem with that.
I saw a headline that Daniel Jones and the Lions are rumored to be hot on that. I mean, I was certain everybody would be.
Yeah. Why
What,
not?
wouldn't Minnesota be a really nice spot, or San Francisco?
Yeah.
I think
Either
Dallas as well with Dak
Either
being
one.
out.
Oh, fuck Dallas. They're fucking.
I'm just saying.
they're
Jerry Jones. He does.
dumb
He
stuff.
does shit.
All right, it's Rosie. That's going to give you 4 wins on the week. Or no, I'm sorry. We're on Mike. We're on Big Mike.
Yeah.
Big Mike, 4 wins on the week. Hell of a week for Big Mike.
Mm-hmm.
1 loss. That's huge, and he gets the tie. So that's a 4.5 point week.
I'll help keep him off my heels.
He's not far off, my friend. He's got 15 points in the race to 25. That's looking out of reach just like me. But your record, 34, 35, and 3, sir. You have the points to go over 500. 35 and a
Over
half
500.
points. This week's your week, man. Put together a 5-1, 6-0, and you're going to be right there with it. All right, moving on to Fatty Patty. How are you now?
Hey, Patty. Oh,
Ooh.
let's do it. I mean, if you're doing it, I'm doing it.
Yeah, well, I won't take a sip until you guys take a sip.
I'm not going to take a sip till you guys take a sip.
Let's take it together.
Take it together.
You guys are gay.
Table talk.
Table talk.
Side
Check,
of-
check Dark Loggers.
This was really dark. No offense, Chad.
Oh, that's really not bad at all.
Yeah,
Oh, that's pretty good.
yeah,
That's borderline good.
yeah.
As far as beers go,
Yeah.
that's a fine job.
I mean, I'm not drinking a bunch of them,
oh no, they
That's
are
for
heavy.
sure.
Those
Yeah.
are sippers.
but yeah,
Those are sippers.
Thank you, Chad. Very good.
It's perfect for table talk.
that's smooth. Yeah. I'll take the tequila
Man,
side for a
I
moment.
know I wish we were upstairs by the fire.
Oh, yeah.
All right,
That's
Fatty
definitely,
Patty.
be a
Alright.
future stream.
Fatty Patty. All right, I'm going to go real quick and say something. Worst week of the season
Ooh.
for Fatty Patty.
Yes,
Oh, no.
definitely.
So bad that
Definitely.
I don't know that we could
Thoughts
use
and
his
prayers.
nickname anymore. It's starting to feel like we're piling on a little bit.
yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
Go ahead.
I feel like when
Let's-
you're winning, it's fun, and we're calling you Fatty Patty. But when you're losing, it's just kind of sad when we do it. So,
All right, let's keep it in the family and let Chris do his NCAA picks while I
oh my
sip on
gosh,
a
you got to make me do this to my own cousin. Holy cow!
No, it's better coming
not-
from blood
Yeah, it's true.
than the blood.
Best it comes
You
from
and your
family.
cousins do all types of things.
Texas A&M minus 2.5. That was a loss. A&M. Who the hell did A&M play? This is why I need my notes.
I know. I don't remember. I don't recall, but I do believe.
Because I've been.
I think they
going
got.
around
I think they
A&M
might have
games a
got
lot lately.
ran out. I think they might have
I
really.
know they lost.
Attaboy, Chad. You can't find better commentary than that right there, boys. I don't know.
I'm glad I was here.
That's a loss. Colorado minus the 2. I stay away from Colorado. I have all season. I don't know what you were thinking. That's a loss. And then you went with Ole Miss minus the 9. Too big of a number. That's a loss. That's a
Outright loss.
carry the 2, 0-3. Yeah, that's
Outlet, and then maybe a shot.
Oh yeah,
to
that
their
was Florida.
college playoff.
I was looking at Florida as an underdog.
that was
one of my
big-
underdogs.
I think they had it just like Colorado. I think he went with 2 teams that controlled their own destiny, and I
Yeah.
think they both actually blew it.
Yeah.
Devastating.
Yeah.
0-3.
Devastating 0-3 in the college.
All right. Oh, Chad, give him his NFL picks.
Okay, let's go. Pittsburgh, my JV team in the NFL.
Yeah, that is also my second team.
Props. Maybe a little
Just a well-run.
help with that
Well,
symbol, maybe.
They are.
Huh?
Maybe a little help
A
with
little
the signal.
inspiration.
Yeah, Steelers a little bit. That's what I thought when I first saw it.
I didn't even
really?
think that. Maybe I just did that
Subconsciously.
subliminally. Yeah. Hey.
All right,
Someone got
so-
a bath.
Anyway, -3.5. That was a loss, as we saw. Unfortunately, that was a pretty good game for a while. It just got.
I haven't watched.
I'm really hoping things pick up for you here soon.
I haven't watched much of them. Is
That
that
was a
4
loss.
losses in a row?
That's 4 losses.
No man.
Just by the computer.
Just
Anyway, Philly
Yours.
-3. There you go, buddy. There's that win. There you go. You got that one.
yeah.
And then, like myself, and who was the last one that picked the Minnesota game? I forgot.
Oh yeah. Somebody else said Minnesota.
Anyway, that was a -3, and that, of course, is a tie. So that's 3 ties from 3 of us this week picking that game. And
So he goes
One,
overall.
and one.
Yeah, 1-1-1 in the
That's
NFL.
that's the second 1-1 and 1. We also
I don't
Chad
know.
went 1-1 and 1. Yeah.
yes, sir.
Okay, you guys.
Fucking A.
Spread it
Alright.
out.
So he had 15 points last week, well in the mix. Adding 1 to 15 makes him in the back of the pack with me. 16 on the race to 25. Pat, not looking good there, brother. Overall record 37, 31, and 4 ties. You're going to get the Canada Award, I think.
Yeah. He's such a friendly guy.
Soccer, I don't know what we're going to call it. We're going to call it something.
You're gonna get
Still at
something.
37. That's not far
37 isn't far behind, and the
You're gonna
and the
get
4
something,
ties get you
Metal.
2 points. So he's up at 39 points on the season total, right there in the heat. All right, on to me. Real quick about me, Chris. I don't know if you even know this story. I think I did tell you. I'll make it quick. I forgot to make my picks at 1 o'clock. I had to only choose from the 4 late games.
True story.
And Monday night.
Yeah,
was
you
my
did
3
tell me.
picks.
You did tell me about that.
Yeah. But yeah, that was fun. So don't do that. Go ahead, boys.
I'll take the
Yeah,
college.
take the
I'll
college
take the college.
this time.
I'll let you go with the NFL. You took SMU. As I heard in the grapevine, that's some type of similarity to your college football team.
Yeah, baby. We won a national championship. How you doing?
All right. Well, come see my Tigers.
We beat Tulane.
Come see my Tigers. Anyway, -9.5. That was a win. Army. This is me and you head to head. We
Yeah.
talked about this as we watched 16.5. As we know, that is a loss to Notre Dame. And then you had U of M, that team
course.
up north, 38.5, as well as I did too. And you put under though.
Oh, wait for
38.5.
the under.
I forgot about that. Yeah, that's a loss, buddy. That's gonna be a loss, and that's gonna be a common thing for you this week.
Shots fired already. We're not even through the rest of his picks. Holy cow. Green Bay minus the 2.5. Yep, a lot of us jumped on that one. That's a big win. Easy win. Philly minus the 3. Another comfortable win. And the Harbaugh. The Harbaugh brothers playing each other. Baltimore and
Greatest
team
family
out
in
west.
football, baby. Who's got it better than us?
Under the 51. That's a win to go.
Nobody!
Wow.
3-0 in
Red
his pro. 2-1 in his college.
No,
4
1
and
and
2
2,
on
1
the
and
ring.
2.
1 and 2.
1 and
Sorry.
2,
So
yep.
what? 3 and 3 then?
Nope, we went
4
4 and 2 on the week, adding 4 points to
Give me a gummy.
my low total of 12 from last week. So I'm right there at the 16 on the race
I
to
always had it
25,
written
outside looking in. Overall record, however, 41, 29, and 2. That's going to give me 42 points on the season. And I do recall, I am firmly, comfortably back on top of the overall standings.
Comfortable.
Just stretching my
That doesn't
arms,
look too comfortable to me.
relaxing my
Are
feet.
you seeing the same thing?
If we go back and look at the stats, it's got to be like, I don't know, what, 10 of the 12 weeks. It's just, honestly, it's a dynasty we're building over here.
It's not how you start.
42 points for me. Looks like it's going to be number one. We're going to have a tie for second place with Jason Rose and Chad at 41 points.
Let me go, Jason.
And Dan the Money Mayor coming in third. That'll be fourth place then at a half point back, 40 and a half. And a half point back of him is Chris right there in the thick of
Right
everything.
there, like I said, I need you to keep on losing.
And then we got the brothers from another mother, but they're the same mother this time. 37 and a half points from Pat, 35 and a half points from Mike. They're back there fighting it out for the Pillow Fight Award. Congrats on that. I hope Pat wins.
I realize I've said it a lot, and I'm going to say it again. Couple good weeks, couple bad weeks. Pat's one of the guys that's been in first place.
Yeah, he's been strong.
He's been up there in the mix the whole time, and now sitting in sixth. I was in sixth place, but for what seemed like the entire time, when I wasn't flirting with seventh. And now I'm what, third? Or I guess
right there.
technically, or no, fifth.
But you're right, you're a point and a half
Fourth,
back.
but fifth, because of the tie, the second.
I'm in the
second
lead
place
at 42, and you're at 40, bro. You're two back of me, and I've been firmly up there. So,
Yeah.
fucking hey,
Upping them guts.
helping them good.
And you bounced down. And Chad's been in. I feel like
Chad had the lead.
Chad's been in first. Chad's been in first. You've been in first.
I think Danny might have been
Danny
there.
was in first, and Jason's been in first.
Yeah.
And Pat's been in first.
I think that's a lie. I think that's your
I
first.
think he was tied for
You
first.
do lie
one
a
week.
lot, but you were on a truth
I
streak there.
think he was up there earlier in the season.
Plus he's on gummies.
I'm telling you,
he's
Pat,
gummied out.
Pat, I got your back, man. I'm pretty sure.
All right, so
I'm
Chad.
pretty sure me and Mike are the only ones who have not been in first.
Yes, sir.
I think that might be true. I asked Danny when he was here. I'm going to ask anybody who comes. I don't know if you watched that episode.
I heard.
Danny was on.
I did.
You may not remember. How long
I went over and watched
do you
it on my TV.
spend
Oh, yeah.
on the picks each week? Like, seriously, truthfully, like thinking about this activity.
I don't remember exactly what Danny said, but that's exactly what I spent. It's like literally about 10 minutes.
Really?
I do listen to 97.1, and I hear people's picks and people's thoughts on games, so that I just like automatically embed that in my head. But I am one that doesn't take me long to choose my picks. I also, what I do is I try to stay with the same teams that I know.
That was going to be like a follow-up question.
Yeah.
Do you have like teams where you always, like you're going in, I'm going to take Ohio State. It's just a matter of what number you're taking?
I try not to pick Ohio State over and under with picks. I usually try to go with numbers, but not the spread. But I only like to play the teams that I've seen on TV play against the teams that I've seen.
And you watch a lot of football, so you've got a pretty big board to choose from.
Right. And, but not long. I say 10 minutes, 10, 15.
Okay. All right. Very good. Very good. I think we asked another couple questions, but I don't remember right now what they were. That's one I'm just always kind of curious about.
Yeah.
It varies for me, I think, from week to week. Honestly, it always seems like every single week it's 15 minutes to kick off, and I'm pushing them out.
Right.
I don't know. I kind of think about the games all week long.
Yeah.
Right.
But as far as coming to the picks,
I'm
it's always
saying, like you said, I'm listening to the radio, a couple different podcasts. Lenny and Costa, they do the Cash the Ticket one. I'll listen. They'll have little clips just for each game, and a couple. Like if I'm trying to get a couple different ones, a couple different perspectives on the game, I'm like, all right, let me jump over and see what they've said.
Right.
I spend a lot of time thinking, but really like sitting down.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, let me get my paper.
It's
I
interesting.
know, like Danny prints out the
prints out the
pick
odds. I
sheet
had a book
and all
going and
that,
everything.
and going through it, I usually sit down with my notebook and
What you got in that notebook
start
now?
writing stuff. Just a couple things about. Apparently, there's a game this week. And I
Oh
don't know
yeah,
if
let's
you
talk
guys know.
about that.
Oh.
Did you guys know? It's
No. We
such
did
a
not know.
coincidence that you guys are here right now.
How about that?
I believe they call it The Game.
The game.
God, this is so hard as a State fan right now to talk to you assholes about this bullshit.
That should be okay. Your season's over for a couple weeks now.
All right, but it's okay.
Yeah.
Game.
First match, October 17th, 1897.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Quite,
Yeah.
yeah, quite a little while ago.
Okay. Were we allowed to play? You know what I mean, right?
I wasn't going to say it. I wasn't going to say it.
I mean, where were we at that time? I mean, I know a lot about football, but I don't know a lot about dates, if you know what I mean.
What do you think's happened? What do you think's happened this week?
I knew if I read that date.
Yeah, I'm scared to know what else he has written down.
I'm just the fisherman chumming the water. I just chum the water. I'm just gonna throw
What do you
stuff
think's
out.
happening?
What
and
I
we're
think
watch
is going to
what
happen is...
It's on tape. Let's put it on tape.
You know, I am not impressed. I mean, obviously we're number 2 team in the country. We had some good wins, you know, but I'm not impressed with our offensive line. So our weakness is your strength on the defensive line. So that worries me a little bit. But I think with you guys winning the last 3, and congrats, and the national championship, congrats.
Thank you.
I think that we're going to have that drive. I think we have too much talent on the offensive side, even though we might struggle running the ball at times. I think we just have too much talent, and I think we'll run away with it. I'm not going to get crazy, but I say we should win by at least 14. That's what I'm hoping. I mean, I really
Do
want
we
to
know
drumming,
what that spread's
but I
at
just
right
don't
now?
I
know.
don't know what the spread's at. I'd be curious to know what it's at.
I'll look it up.
I
You
heard
guys-
20.
Yeah, I think that's
Bargain.
probably a fair number. I really do. Because I
don't think because it's the game and because it's a rivalry, I think it's going to be more around 14. I think it's going to be a 2-score or maybe
he said
less.
it's 20.
Yeah, I'm pulling it up right now.
Somebody at my
So
work.
this is my problem
Oh,
with
someone
the game.
said it was 20?
Yeah.
If it's a 3-score,
The only thing
do
that
I
I'm
put
thinking...
Michigan in my picks? I think it's gonna be
20 and a half.
20 and a half? 20 and a half, huh?
Over 43 points.
That's the over-under?
Yeah.
43?
And that's
Like it.
CBS Sports, so that's not Vegas stuff.
I don't know. It's going to be interesting. I can't wait for it. I honestly
didn't know
think we have a chance. I don't know that I feel... Like, if you look at all of the games this year that have had 20-point spreads, I would think you'd look at a lot of those and see them as a very large blowout. I don't feel... I know it could go that way. It could end up 56-0. Who knows?
Yeah.
But this just doesn't feel like one of those, like, Boise State versus Texas Christian. You know what I mean?
No,
Like, this
yeah,
doesn't feel like a
Yeah.
crazy, weird, lopsided game. It feels like a big, heavy number to me. Saying that, your strength, I would say, truthfully, because of your offensive line issues, is your defense. And our glaring weakness for the whole world to see this entire season is our offense.
Yeah.
What the fuck can our offense do against a more than capable defense? I'm honestly concerned about that.
Yeah.
However, if they can put the athletes in the position to be successful and do some things with maybe some players we haven't seen because we're not burning red shirts now and we can let freshmen play,
Right.
maybe we can put some people out there that there's no tape on and we can sneak some shit, win special teams, and come out with a close win. I really think that could happen, but I am concerned about our lack of the ability to move the football forward against a fucking varsity team. You know what I'm saying?
And I
Like,
didn't mention our defense. Our defense is improved. Like, coming in the year, I've been thinking, like,
You've been
a
waiting
lot of
for
years.
him to show you
our
something.
defense has been weak.
What's your assessment this year? What's at the end of the season? The season's over. What is your overall grade?
A lot of improvement. Overall grade, I would give it A minus.
Okay, so you're pretty thrilled.
We're not giving up a lot of points, but then yet we haven't played a lot of great teams either. So
Great offenses, at least.
right. So I mean, for what we were faced against, I'll give it an A minus. It's much more improved on the running side of it, the stopping the run that I've seen in years past, which I wanted to see for a long time. And the big plays aren't there either.
Yeah, not giving them up.
Yeah. So
What would you grade your offense this year?
C plus. With the talent that they have and Chip Kelly running that offense, we should be a lot more fluent and not be starting so slow. Every game we start so slow, it's like ridiculous.
I think it's your
It's
quarterback.
like-
I know it's your guy. You got it. You
That
got
was
his
gonna be
back,
my
and now you
question
respect
was-
that. But I think your quarterback is
Quarterback play.
holding you back.
I think
He could throw a couple very accurate balls. He's a capable kid,
Yeah.
100%. He's allowed to be the quarterback at Ohio State for sure. But for you guys to go from being a stock Mustang to a Ferrari, I think
Yeah.
you need a dynamic athlete, a quarterback, and I just
Yeah,
haven't
you've
seen.
How many Ohio
that.
State quarterbacks have you seen get drafted these last few years?
a lot.
Yeah.
But
How many have panned out?
Typically,
But
one of them's doing pretty good.
as I've always said,
one of them's doing good.
they're at Ohio
The one that
State.
would have won $100
Typically,
if they
traditionally,
went
they're
to-
at Ohio State because of the way that they're the type of quarterback they're. Now they're starting to go towards more of a pro style
Sure,
quarterback like Stroud.
Yeah.
So it's a different story, the old Ohio State and the new Ohio State. All I'm saying is that Howard, I think you guys might need to check the stats. Cause
I'm sure I don't need to
Stats
see all that
are great.
stats. We're going to see what he does. So
Um,
he's got a perfect
I'm
opportunity.
not saying
He's got a perfect
a
opportunity.
Heisman
this week.
Trophy,
Sure.
but he does exactly what we need to do. In our
Well,
offense.
we're going to find out this week. He's got
When
a
Chip
perfect
Kelly calls the right
opportunity
plays.
with. He's got a huge advantage with wide receivers versus our DBs and our secondary.
Yeah.
But we have some guys that I'm sure are going to strap up tight for the fight. So it's going to be interesting to see
Yeah.
how the passing dynamic goes. Can we handle the
Just-
run game? I think you gashed us a couple times. I think defensively we could play with you guys. Offensively is where I think you've just got an absolute crushing advantage. And barring an ace up the sleeve, I don't know how we're going forward across the 50, let alone the goal
Yeah.
line. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's a rivalry game.
It's going to be good.
It's a rivalry game.
It's going to be good.
Like you said,
We're going to be here for it.
your
He's going to
biggest
be here
question is
for
going
it.
to be the
Uh,
offense.
In honor of the rivalry game, I bought Stevie a present.
Oh,
Oh,
Jesus. Here we go. I knew when he walked in with a backpack, we were in trouble.
You know,
Maybe it's going to be respectful. He's a good guy. We'll
that's
see.
right.
Maybe it's like
automatically.
a
he thinks it's
championship
bad.
belt or something.
Look at the respect of the Buckeyes. Look at this. It's a Michigan Wolverine shirt.
Okay.
See that?
Where did you
Who-
find that?
Who in the hell the rivalry week goes and gives their rivalry a shirt?
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate that.
Here you go, man.
Thank you.
My dad was getting rid of them, and
I was waiting for it.
I knew that you
I
might
was
enjoy
waiting
it.
for it.
I was waiting to
like-
see what he taped on the back. or
Yeah, I was
something.
like,
It's brand new. I mean, it still has the sticker on it. and
No,
all.
you did
so I'll probably rock it. It'll probably be the good
I
luck
told
shirt.
my dad I know somebody that would like it.
That's right. I appreciate it.
I got a question for either one of you if you can answer this.
Yes.
There's 6 ties in the entire rivalry since 1887
Whoa.
or 97, whatever it was. The first one was in 1900. What was the score?
I have no fucking clue. 0-0.
You don't remember that
0-0. It was 0-0.
Honestly, when you said that, and I thought to myself, like, what the fuck is he talking about?
I'm going
I
to
think I remember
expect.
that.
Yeah, no. I was like, if you can, you figured out. How
I win.
dumb it
That
was,
means
then
Michigan's gonna
yeah,
win.
I'm like, wait, it's good.
It was a blizzard that day.
If it's a close game, what do you think the score would be?
If it's a
Say close game, Michigan wins. What was the score?
Bro, Michigan wins.
Yeah.
First of all, I won't be going to work for a week.
Oh no, this one would be bad.
No.
This one would be bad. I don't know if we could survive this one.
I'll be an unhappy soul.
This might be when Stevie finally gets knocked out by Chad.
No, never that. Never that.
If we win this one, he
No.
gonna get it.
No.
If we win this one, you go get it now.
No.
Oh, there'll be.
If we lose this one,
You'll put this shirt on.
yo, for sure.
Okay, you heard it here. It's on tape.
Absolutely. 'Cause,
Michigan wins.
I
My
will
man puts it
deserve
on.
whatever I get if we lose that.
I'm gonna flare out these things. I'm gonna have Rambo braid some shit. And he's gonna put it all on there. All right, I gotta make a work call. I gotta
All right.
step out. If you guys want to keep going, you're more than welcome to.
I don't know what the score would be. I just don't see that happening.
No, it's gonna be tough. I'm just thinking how many points we could score to try to win, and I can't get past like 18 to 21 one.
Yeah.
Can I get there? I don't know. We'll
yeah,
see.
it would definitely be, if Michigan wins, it's a low-scoring game in your defense.
Will Johnson, he gone, he done. That kind of hurts. But hey, we got some kids. Like I said, we got some guys that are going to strap up for the fight. Barry's been playing good in the secondary. The only thing I don't love about our defensive line is our powers in the middle. We got no real edge help. Hopefully, number one in the linebacker spot can win me a game.
Come on to Columbus.
I can't wait. It's going to be Saturday. We're going to be here. You good?
Yeah. Chad, thanks for coming, man.
Mine's gone.
Thanks for having
I
me.
drank that whole fucking thing. That was delicious.